Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Lovely to see you back again. Today we're going to look at a pan-fried fillet of pork served with a mushroom and onion sauce. It's one of Gary's recipes we really love to have. So I wanted to share the recipe with you and hopefully you'll like it as much as we do. Here's the recipe. So the recipe starts with a pork fillet, which Gary's going to trim for you. So if you can see Gary here, he's getting the pork fillet out of the container and you'll now see him just trimming off the sinew. Try and trim off as much as you can of this because it doesn't cook very well and it tends to tighten up the meat. So for our recipe we are slicing the meat and then we're flattening the meat as well for serving. So this is what Gary's doing now. So he's going to flatten the meat. We've got a tenderizer, but if you've not got a tenderizer you can use a rolling pin or a heavy skillet or a heavy pan to flatten the meat down. You can also put on cling film on the meat, or you can put baking paper on top of it as well before you flatten it, but we've already got this tenderizer to do it. So he's flattening the meat so that it's easier to cook for this particular dish. So he's using half an onion and this is how he's going to chop this. So it's going to be chopped really finely for this particular one, this recipe. And then he's going to be chopping up the mushrooms, and these are going to be diced quite small for the sauce. Season the pork with salt and pepper, and then put some oil in a frying pan and fry off each individual slice of pork and then put to one side. I do apologise that the footage is blurry at this stage, but Gary is taking the pork out because it's all cooked through. So that's what he's doing at this stage, and he'll be using the pan to make the sauce. He's using garlic butter for the sauce. He's just put the garlic butter in and he puts about a tablespoon of oil in as well together. Then add the onions and the mushrooms to the garlic butter and oil, and then just give them a mix through. Some water to the pan. This is to deglaze the pan. You could use white wine if you've got any white wine and you prefer that. So give that a mix and just keep stirring that in. Then pour in some cream to this. I would say that's around about 100-150 millilitres, but just bob the cream in and stir it until it looks like this. A stock cube to the sauce and mix that in. That gives it massive flavour to the sauce. Just to add, if you do put alcohol in your sauce, then make sure it cooks out for a little bit just to stop your sauce from tasting bitter. We use water, but alcohol, the wine, does give it bags of flavour, but just make sure that you cook that out for a little bit. So now it's time to dish up. So we had a baked potato with this and the pork, which was fully rested. He rested that for around about 10-15 minutes, covered in foil just to keep it warm. We had peas. These were frozen peas, but have whichever vegetables that you like. There's loads of vegetables that we like, so just add that to your dish. And then we had some lovely Lurpak on as jacket potato and some salt on there as well. Then of course the lovely sauce, which is nice and rich and oniony and mushroomy and creamy, and oh, it's absolutely delicious with this. You'll love it. See you next time everybody. Bye.